In this video, we're going to share with you our goals for 2020.
Plus, a little secret that we've been keeping from you.
Be right back. Welcome back to the Long Room with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And today we're going to be sharing with you our goals for next year, for 2020. We want you to stay tuned though until the end of the video because we've got a big secret we want to share with you. That's just come about in the last couple of months that we've been keeping from you, but we wanted to share it with you during our goal video, which we're going to do those. We're going to do those first. We'll share our goals with you for 2020. I guess for my goals, last year I had a couple of different goals to do. One was to run 1,200 miles. And as of January the 1st, I will have officially run 1,300 and I'm looking at my watch because I just did the total on it. 1,344 miles for the year. So I made that goal. So I'm setting my new goal, my new running goal for 2020 is going to be 1,500 miles, which is 125 miles per month. So I thought about running the year and doing 2020, but that's a lot. I could probably do it, but it would take a little bit more than what I need to commit to. So,
time-wise. Yeah.
So 1,500 miles for 2020. Last year I had set a goal to read 12 books. I read 12 books. I alternated each month for personal growth and then just what I call trash reading. Which has nothing. You can use it for personal growth, but it's just books you want to read for fun. So I did that. I read 12 books last year, one per month. Okay. So another one of my goals for this year, another running goal, is to try to qualify for the Boston Marathon. Now, for me, I have to run 3 hours and 25 minutes in a sanctioned marathon, Boston Qualifier Marathon. I've got two of those set up for this year. One of them is in Galveston, which will be February the 9th. Probably my best shot at it will be in Galveston because it's flat. It's run right on the seawall and should be a pretty fun race. So that'll be coming up February the 9th. And then in October, the second weekend in October, due to my time at the Houston Marathon last January, which was 3 hours and 34 minutes, I time qualified for Chicago Marathon. So I registered for Chicago and I'll be running that the second weekend in October of this year. So that'll also be another opportunity for me because it's a pretty flat course except for a couple of things here and there. I ran it back in 2012, so I kind of know what to expect this time, but there's a slight little hill towards mile 20, but other than that, it's pretty flat as well. So that'll be my second Boston qualifier if I don't make it the first time. So that's another one of my goals this year. To run Galveston, run Chicago, and try to qualify for the Boston Marathon. Another thing that I've tried to do over the last few years, and just kind of put it off, was to register for the Dopey Challenge at Disney World. And what that is that you register and run 4 races on 4 consecutive days. You register and run the 5K on Thursday, the 10K on Friday, the half marathon on Saturday, and then the full marathon on Sunday. So my goal this year is to register for that. That comes around in June. Register for that and then run that next year, not next year, but in 2021 in January when it comes around for the next time. So that's another one of my goals for this year is to register and train for them and then run in January of 2021. The Dopey Challenge at Disney World. What about you? You got some goals set up for next year?
I do. Now, as far as my goals go, as far as my health and fitness goals, I think it would take me a little too long to explain them all. So I'm actually going to do a separate video about that. In the meantime, I have 2 health videos and I'll have the first part 1 linked here. And so go back and watch those and that'll give you a little background information so that when you do see that video in a couple weeks, you know, or you understand why I'm going about my health and fitness goals the way I do. But again, I don't want to spend too much time on that, or we'll make this video really long. This is something that if you follow us on Instagram, you are familiar with. I do a thing called Try Something New. 2 times a month, I will try some new food or recipe that I've never used before, that I always talk myself out of. And it did things like introduce me to kale salads and stuff like that, because I stopped saying, oh, I don't know if I would like that, and I started giving it a chance. So I'm going to continue that in 2020. I will try 2 new things every month, and read 12 books throughout the year. We do that together. We pick books and we discuss.
We don't read the same books, but
no, but we discuss the books and talk about whether or not we liked them or what we thought about them. I think that's the only ones I have that aren't fitness or health related, so there we go. Also, we have a few goals that are related more toward our blog, which I will link down in the description, and also this YouTube channel. And a lot of people, like, they will tell you they want to reach a certain number of subscribers or followers, and while that's important, I actually decided that I wanted to focus more on making sure I was giving you quality content. And there's 2 ways that we're going to do that. We're going to work on it. May take us a while to get there, but we're going to try to set our blog up professionally. Right now it is a free account, so that means there's ads scrolling on it. And I know personally, when I look at web blogs like that and there's constant ads popping up, it annoys me. And so I don't want my readers to feel like it's annoying because I have all these advertisements, and plus I don't know what those advertisements are. I have no control over them. So it could be advertising something I don't even agree with. So I really want to get that a paid account so that we have a little more control over what's showing up on our blog. And the other thing with YouTube is we want to just get some equipment that will improve the quality of our videos, like maybe a ring light to give us better lighting, which, as you see today, we didn't have much sun because it's a rainy day, and so we were probably a little darker than normal. But that ring light would help, and maybe a microphone so that we don't have any echo in the videos and stuff like that. So that's more what we are looking for, is just improving the quality of the content we're providing.
Some of our budgeting goals for next year, we're setting up some new sinking funds to. We don't have any debt, so that we're not really setting up sinking funds to work down debt, but we're setting up sinking funds to take care of expenses before they happen. So we're setting up electronics. I had a new Apple Watch sinking fund last year that I used to buy my new Apple Watch.
He gave me his old one.
I did, and so we paid for that, and it's totally paid off. And then so I changed that account to an electronics fund, sinking fund, so that we can save up for new computers, new cell phones, anything like that will come out of that fund. So we're setting up for that, because you never know when something's going to break down. So we're also setting up for. We also already have a fund for household essentials that we currently put in our excess grocery budget. Whatever we have left over at the end of the month automatically goes into that account. So each month we're putting in probably $150, $200 into that account. And then we spend things for household essentials out of that account. And so I want to set a goal for by the end of the year to probably we have probably $250, $300 in there now. And then by the end of the year, I'd like to have somewhere in the neighborhood of $750 to $1,000 in that account. Just so you know, things come up, and you never know when you're going to need to buy something for your household.
Just a fun fact, we don't have like a dining room table because we got rid of that when we moved here. Things like that, we refuse to, I've become that person. I refuse to get another dining room table until I find one that I'm in love with. And so maybe one day we'll have enough saved up in our household essentials to just go get a table that, is like the table.
Yeah.
That I'm like, that's the one I see in my house. So.
Yeah, and also this year we're putting more of an emphasis on car fund and car maintenance. We've told you last week we had to do a major repair on our car. The engine mounts were compromised, and so we had to shell out $1,200 for that. But we didn't have a sinking fund for that yet. But we did have enough in one of our savings accounts to take care of that without having to go into debt for it. So we're setting up that car fund, that maintenance fund this year as well, because next time we buy a new car, we want to try to pay cash for it. So that's a goal of ours as well. So just those sinking funds that help you fend off the surprises when life happens. So if you haven't done that, you might want to start doing that. Maybe that's one of your goals for this year. If you want to comment below and tell us what your goals are for 2020, we'd love to hear what you're doing and some of the things that have worked for you in 2019, some of the things you're looking forward to in 2020. All right, so those are some of our goals most of our goals for 2020. We may set some more throughout the year. Like I said, comment below on some of the goals that you're setting for next year. Let us know what you're doing, some things that have worked for you, and some things that you're going to try in the upcoming year. So now it's time for the big secret. We kind of knew this was coming. We really didn't have confirmation on it until probably September. It was middle of October, end of October, when we got confirmation on what was going to happen. But we still have a few details to work out. But our big secret is that we're going to be making a move later this year, probably the middle of the year, to Orlando. As you know, I work for a franchise operator with Chick-fil-A here in Houston, and one of her goals was within 5 years to relocate back home to Orlando. And so we set that goal business-wise, and we met that goal this year. After only 3 years, we've gotten her relocated back home, and she's asked me to go with her to continue to be her executive director, director of operations, whatever you want to call it, but to be her number 2. So we've accepted that, and we'll be moving. The store is set to open sometime in July, late July right now, so probably middle of June. We'll probably be moving over there. We've loved our time in Houston, but with new opportunities comes new challenges and new experiences along the way. And so we're excited about that. So some of our goals that we couldn't share with you relate to that, like packing and setting up a moving fund and things like that. So we're excited. If you got something exciting happening to you next year, tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear it. And so that's.
If you're a Floridian, or Orlandian, is that a word?
I don't know.
If you know,
if you live in Orlando area,
tell us what you call yourself.
Yeah.
No, comment below if you are from that area.
That's right. So we'd love to hear. We'd love to hear from you as well. So, all right. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with any comments that you may have. Also, hit that little bell for updates when we provide new content for you. Also, the videos are going to be floating around there, or there. Click on those for videos that we've done in the past. We hope you like those and you get some good information from those as well. So that's all for today.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you next time on The Long Run with Joel and Christy. Bye.
Bye.